Mr. Walker of North Carolina.
Thank you. And since Chairwoman Adams did not ask me to yield him about time, I'll go ahead and take the full 5 minutes there. So, but Ms. Noteboom, you mentioned in your testimony that IBM has hired apprentices from my home state of North Carolina, where we have an Office of Apprenticeships within the state's Department of Labor, as you probably know. As you're aware, this often forces apprenticeships, in my opinion, sponsors specifically, to comply with two sets of standards and regulations that are contradicting, or I would say repetitive, extending approval processes. So this is where I'm wanting to hone in a little bit. Can you speak to the challenges that you have all faced due to delayed approvals for new standards?
I think that there are several complexities that are implementations to barrier for companies, and the length of time that it takes to get something registered with the U.S. Department of Labor is one of them. So that's an inhibitor to other employers who are looking to leverage this program. Okay,
how do you think these delays and duplicative requirements have affected your long-term ability to offer these training opportunities?
I think it slows us down.
Okay, so be a little bit of a impediment, I would think. I want to move on for just a minute to talk about the federal work-study reform. Recently, the DOE, the Department of Education, announced a new program in 5 institutions of higher education just in North Carolina to provide additional flexibility to students participating in federal work-study program. I was encouraged by this announcement because this would enable more students to have access to relevant job training experiences while they are simultaneously still earning their degree. Can you explain how these earn and learn opportunities are important for workers that are in your apprenticeship programs? Ms. Noteboom.
So when I was hiring many of the apprentices across our locations, I was particularly excited when I talked to these folks and their eyes lit up because they had no idea that IBM would give them the education, the related technical instruction, and the skills that they need to succeed, whether it be in a 24-month apprenticeship time period or 12. So it depends on whether it's a mainframe systems administration position or cybersecurity. So what was exciting is that, given how fast skills are changing, the half-life of skills are shrinking, what this does is it helps individuals be lifelong learners. They're constantly learning to keep their skills relevant.
Oh, very good point there. Ms. Noteboom, again, you highlighted earlier the pivotal role apprenticeships play in the lives of workers that do not have access to traditional education avenues. Last year, I was proud to introduce the Prison to Prosperity Act, which expanded pathways to job training programs for underrepresented populations, including formerly incarcerated individuals, veterans, and students who have not graduated high school. In your experience, I'd like to ask, how would you describe the benefits these apprenticeship programs have on individuals that may not have the ability to enter the workforce otherwise?
So one thing that we've seen a lot of success with is our Pathways in Technology program for high school students. So it's a 9 through 12 program that in addition to their high school curriculum, they get access to IT skills. And then at the end, they're emboldened to either pursue a career in IT with us or one of the 600 employers that's partnering with us on the opportunity, or they go on to higher education. So that's a great example of a pre-apprenticeship opportunity.
I don't want to be too leading, but would you agree that enhancing workforce development opportunities for these underrepresented populations not only, how do I want to phrase this, has a direct impact for the worker, but also a greater economic result or return?
What we're excited about at IBM is enabling the workforce with skills. So, we will always at IBM attract the best and the brightest, whether it's mathematicians who do have a 4-year degree. I mean, we're the largest private entity that has mathematicians. We have the largest, I should say, population of them. But with new collar roles and with apprenticeships in particular, we're expanding people's opportunity to enter.
Yeah, very well said. Not in my notes, but I can see it from you, and I assume it's from Ms. Robinson, Dr. Foy, Mr. Bastillo. This means something to you. This is rewarding. Is that fair to say?
It's absolutely fair to say, from my personal vantage point, even though I have a degree from Cornell, I was the beneficiary of a program like that in high school. I was in a computer-aided drafting course at the same time I was pursuing, my regular high school curriculum. And what was amazing is it gave me choice.
Yeah.
I had awareness.
I can tell it's passionate and it's personal for you. Thank you, Madam Chairman. I yield back.